Hi guys, I'm Crystal. Most of you know me as Chris, but it's Chris, Crystal, whatever you want to call me. And today I want to talk to you guys about something that I think is really, really important, and that is building relationships on social media. If I look over here, it's because I took notes. I am not usually a note taker when I'm doing trainings. I am just a roll off the tongue talk, and I did try to get organized for this because I can talk forever. So I have notes here, notes on my computer, and we're just going to try to, I'm going to try to do as much talking about this as I can, and then if I need to refer to my notes. Otherwise, you're going to hear lots of like, ums. So anyway, let's get started. So this whole thing is about, and I know that other people have talked about social media and Facebook and your audience and all this stuff, but I really want to focus on building relationships with people, not in the forms of follow-ups, not in the forms of, what you offer to them, but truly making a connection, because that is so important in building any business. If you want to use social media or like Facebook as a place to, make your network grow, you have to be able to build your connections and your network on Facebook. So these are also, just because I looked at my notes and I saw that I wrote down that you can meet people on other platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Pinterest, Periscope. There are so many social media platforms out there. YouTube, but for me personally, I feel like bringing them to Facebook. I've met people on like Poshmark, which is like a buy sell trade app thing. I've met people on these other things, and I don't just add any crazy that I meet on like something like that. But when I meet people and I think we have a good connection, I try to be like, hey, why don't you friend me on Facebook, so that way we have an easier way to communicate. So I try to bring everybody that I meet anywhere else to Facebook, just because Facebook, I feel like, is a much more personal platform to get to know people on. Okay, so once you get people over onto your Facebook, and you could probably implement some of these strategies elsewhere if you choose to use places other than Facebook. Not sure how easy it would be to build like this type of relationship anywhere else, but just, if that's what your thing is. So, all right, where are you gonna meet new people to be friends with that you want to build relationships with from Facebook? Well, me personally, I'm just going to go by like personal experience here. I have had a few very successful businesses, and most of them I completely built on social media. And I won't say completely built them, but see, here go with the ums, and this is stuff I got written down here. That's okay. That's one big tip I've got that I'm going to throw in there in a minute, and that's be you. Be you. I don't edit my videos, so this won't get edited. This is just going to be me letting it flow. So I'm going to get back on track, and I'm going to talk about what I was going to talk about. Okay, groups. And not just any group. Not makeup groups. Are you guys listening to me? Not makeup groups. Okay? Did we hear that? No makeup groups. What do you do besides makeup? Because I know we all have lives besides makeup, right? I like purses. Well, I love purses, but it's not like as important to me as it used to be because I'm a little more focused on business. But the purse thing was really, really good for me. I'm in some buy, sell, trade purse groups. And in those groups, I met people. And so, whenever I would do a purse trade, I would send them a business card. And it got to where the girls in the purse groups knew, hey, we need makeup, go to Crystal because she sells makeup. And I really got a lot of that. I've met people who are on my team here now there in the purse groups. So I made some very strong connections in purse groups. And that was just something for me. Like, it was like Coach bags and Michael Kors bags and like Louis Vuitton bags, just things like that. Other things, I like photography. I'm in some photography groups. Some of my customers I met in my photography groups. I had people who I met in photography groups that were on my team on my other company before I came here. Graphic design. I'm a graphic designer. So I'm in some graphic design groups. I've made connections there. And I've had people who have, met me in the graphic design groups, and then they've bought makeup and stuff from me and all that. It's like these little things. If you like to crochet or sew or do crafty stuff, Or if you have little kids, toddlers, find a local mom group. There are so many places that you can join that's, listen, not makeup. Okay, we all like makeup, but you know what's gonna happen if you get in those makeup groups trying to make connections? You're gonna be stepping on toes, and nobody wants their toes stepped on, and it's just, it gets to be too much. That's not where you want to be. I mean, you could try it, but it's gonna get frustrating. I promise. You need to go to something that you're passionate about, something besides the makeup, something that you feel like you can build genuine friendships with, because that's what you got to do. You've got to build genuine relationships. Okay, other things, your local buy-sell trade groups. So you get on these groups. These are like your yard sale pages. Now, be sensible, but you got junk to sell, sell it. Don't have people come to your house, though. Well, I mean, you could, but I don't condone that. I try to meet people at the gas station. You want to buy somebody's junk? Buy it, but don't go to people's houses alone. Be safe, okay? We gotta be safe. Let's see. What else do I have down here? Gotta scroll. Okay, this one is a tricky one. Mutual friends. And that's not with everybody, okay? That is not with everybody. I'm talking about like your cousin or your sister or whatever. So like your sister has friend who every time you're tagged in pictures, she's always commenting, and you guys converse back and forth on the comments of your sister's picture, and you think you really could get along well with this person. That's what I'm talking about with mutual friends. Okay, so you get along good with this person, and you could just send them a friend request and then send them a message and be like, hey, I think you're really nice and really cool, and I kind of like you, so I sent you a friend request. I hope that's okay. Don't be spammy with the friend requests. No spammy friend requests. All right, next, after you've met some new friends, now what do you do? Well, I'm scrolling up on my page. You have to go into stalker mode. It's okay. This is an okay kind of stalker mode, okay? You met somebody who you think, I like this person, and I think that this person would either A, be a good customer, B, be a good addition to my team, or C, somebody I really want to get to know because I think that in the end they're going to be good at either of those. So you're going to go on their page, and you're just going to kind of look around, and I want you to like look for things like, do they have kids? Do they have pets? If you see they have kids, get an idea of their kids, you know, age range-ish stuff. If they have pets, do they have dogs? Do they have cats? Do they have fish? Do they have turtles? Like mine back there, who should be asleep right now, but I'm keeping him awake. You know, they have pets. Where do they live? Are they married? Like all these little things. And then these are things that you're going to use to be relatable. You're not just stalking them because you're crazy and you're trying to be a crazy stalker. You're doing this because you want to be relatable. So say they have a dog, and they have, like, my grandparents had a corgi. So let's say that this person I just met has a corgi. I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to message them and say, you have the most adorable dog. My grandparents have a corgi too, and he is crazy and a handful, but he's so much fun and so adorable, and I just had to let you know, whenever I saw your corgi, it made me immediately think of my grandparents. Things like that, okay? Now, you don't just message just anybody, though, okay? Be reasonable with this stuff. This is about building those relationships for the long term, and you have to do this because you have to get to know people. Also, comment and like the things that they post. Now, while you're being a stalker, don't go liking something from 2011. It is 2016 right now, and if you go liking something from 2011, it's gonna look weird. Even if you really like it, don't like it yet. Wait till you become like internet besties, and then you can be like, I was totally stalking your page, right, when we first met, and I saw this one time that you went to wherever, and I thought that was the most amazing thing ever, so I'm gonna go back and like that now because I didn't want to like it then, so I didn't want you to think I was crazy. Like, it's like that. It is. Don't like it at first. It will look crazy, and you don't want to look crazy. Chat with them. Like I said about the dog. They have a dog like your grandparents' dog. That's a great conversation starter. I have a son who has autism. That's another group thing that I'm in. So whenever I see other autism moms, it's like, you know, we're like the is that the actual Mockingjay? We're like the Mockingjay sign. It's like, you know, we're here for you. And it's like, I immediately want to say, I also have an autistic kid, and it's like instant like bond. best friends forever, like that kind of thing. Not totally, but you get what I'm saying, okay? So there's things like that. Now, in addition to those things that you need to do, these are a few things about your page, because let's get real. You're going to be stalking them. They're probably going to stalk you too. I know it looks like I'm looking over here the whole time because my camera angle is over here and my computer's over here. It's okay. It's okay. I really don't have like two lazy eyes that are always like, okay. So they're probably going to stalk your page too. And that's totally fine. You want them to do that. But when they stalk your page, what do you want them to find? You want them to find happiness. And you don't want it to be fake happiness, okay? You cannot be spewing positivity all over the world, but you need to be real, be you, but be the best you. So let's say you had a really, really bad day, like a bad day that makes you want to just go throw something at a wall and cuss and scream and throw a tantrum. You need to step back for a second and you just say, if I post this on Facebook, am I going to regret it tomorrow? Because once you post it there, even if you delete it, people still saw it. So you have to think about those types of things. So sometimes you just need to step back and breathe, or you need to have, like, I have accountability partners who every time I get really upset and it's something that I feel like I need to post, I message them, and they do the same with me. One of them's on my team. Hey, Amanda. So find an accountability partner, somebody that you can vent to, but don't use them as like don't go venting to them all the time. Just like when it's something that you feel like you need to post because it's really getting to you, you need to just take a minute to chill. It's good to have someone that you can just let it out to so that you're over it and you can keep it off your public page. And then after that, because I'm trying to hurry, I'm speed talking. You want to post interactive things. And when you post interactive things, then that would be things where people would kind of respond. So like a question of some sort. But when they respond, try to be interactive with them there in the post. When they comment, like their comment. If they comment something that is worthy of you commenting back, do so. Don't just post and then walk away and let 20 people comment. And then, it's like, she just posted this question, like, and now she's gone. And we're all sitting here like, hey, where did the party hostess go? Like, she asked us all a question and now she's gone. Don't do that, okay? At least acknowledge that you know that they commented, like their comments. And if you have to be able to be there, and you have to be real, and you have to talk to them. It's important, okay? It's important. Make yourself approachable. Okay, here's how I make myself approachable. I'm me. I don't sugarcoat myself. I try to be, friendly to everybody. I try to get along with everybody, and I'm me. And a lot of people, that makes them happy. There are probably people out there in the world that don't like me, that just can't deal with my personality, and that's okay. That's totally okay. You know why? Because I don't want to be friends with somebody who can't tolerate me. I don't want somebody to join my team who can't get along with my personality. You can buy makeup from me all day if you want to, but I need somebody who can deal with my personality. That, you know what I mean? So for me to be approachable, I'm always myself. I am real, and I don't post all business on Facebook. That's another thing. You have to understand that people don't get on Facebook to buy products. They just don't. But if they happen to see the products, then it might interest them. But they're not going to buy products from a stranger. That's why it's important to build a relationship with them, because they need to know you to buy the products from you. So, you see what I mean? So, I hope this was helpful, and I'm actually going to do another video. I had a little bit more to talk about, but this is really getting to be really long, and I don't like it to be too long, so it's going to be like 15 minutes already. So my next thing is just going to be how to make a general Facebook connection. So stay tuned for that one. And if you're looking for it, comment and I will put the link below for you or whatever. And hopefully this is helpful. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm probably going to put together some little challenges for my own personal team of things that they can do to try to work on building their own Facebook relationships. So if anybody's interested in any of those challenges, let me know and I'll be happy to share them with you. All right, thanks for watching and good luck.